Salman Khurshid, your first reactions. Do you believe that the reaction of the Islamic world has been overboard, or did India get this horribly wrong? If we had acted much earlier rather than 10 days later, things could have been sorted out.
I really regret that something like this has happened. People on such a good path with the Arab countries and indeed with many other countries. And actually something like this to have come in between is really tragic. I think there was the inability or reluctance to understand.
Mr. Khurshid, give us a minute. We are just trying to get your audio right. There's a little bit of disturbance, but give us a minute. We'll try and get that right. Meanwhile, Zafar Sareshwala, you want to respond to that same question? Could this have been, if the government of India, if the Modi government had acted on day one, broken its silence, this could have been resolved more easily? Do you believe that the government dilly-dally, delayed 10 days, gave the opportunity in a way to critics of this government to say that this government doesn't act against hate speech?
Rajdeep, I was in two places in last 1 week. I was in Russia, where the Russian government had hosted economic summit with the OIC countries. It was in the city of Kazan. I was there, and I was also in Moscow just a week back. And although this Nupur Sharma thing had not come up, but because I was the only one, or there were one or two more people from India, the only question there raised to me was what's happening in India. Because it's not Nupur Sharma, which is something happened now. Since last so many days, we are seeing, on the TV, things are happening. People were questioning me that. Because I'll tell you why. That with Mr. Modi's ascension, India's position had taken a leapfrog across the world, even in the OIC countries, and this summit happening in the backdrop of war. And there were contingent from 72 countries, heads of state from 58 countries were there. I was there on the invitation of the Tataristan president. Even then, people were wondering, and I met a lot of
non-Muslims. What were they wondering? No, what were they asking? What were they asking?
Yes. Rajdeep, a very important person in Moscow, he heads one of the largest pharmaceutical companies of India. He heads Moscow and Nordic nation, I'm not naming. Once he said that, मैं तो आपको देखता था, हम लोग तो मोदी साहब के सपोर्टर हैं. जफर भाई, ये क्या हो रहा है? ये हिंदुस्तान में क्या हो रहा है? A non-Muslim Hindu living there. Same question were asked to me by lot of people from Arab nations, much before this Nupur Sharma thing happened. When I came to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, after that, again, this was the question raised by non-Muslim Hindus. Because Rajdeep, in the top positions in UAE, in the investment banking industry, that's my field, most of the top positions are held by Indian Hindus. And they were asking me कि यार ये हिंदुस्तान में क्या हो रहा है?
नहीं, आप कह रहे हैं हिंदुस्तान में क्या हो रहा है? आपका रिस्पांस क्या था? मैंने आपको पूछा, if the Modi government had broken its silence on day one, if Nupur Sharma had been acted against in some way, made to give an apology on day one rather than procrastinating on 10 days, what would have happened? Give me your answer. What did you say when people said ये देश में क्या हो रहा है?
हाँ, बिल्कुल. यानी ये वो लोग हैं, राजदीप, इसलिए मुझे ऐड करना है. ये वो लोग हैं जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सपोर्टर हैं, दुबई और अबू धाबी में. वो कहते थे कि क्या हो रहा है, तो यस, बिल्कुल. और ये मैं वहीं था और ये नुपुर शर्मा की चीज हुई. तो उसके बाद तो मेरा लोगों के सामने जाना मुश्किल हो गया था.
You're saying?
I had no answer. I had no answer कि हो क्या रहा है. और सबसे खतरनाक जो था वो ये नवीन जिंदल था. यानी राजदीप, पीपल वेर शोइंग मी हिज ट्वीट्स कि यार फॉरगेट अबाउट अब्यूजिंग द प्रॉफिट. एक पार्टी का, बीजेपी का प्रेसिडेंट दिल्ली का जिस किस्म की लैंग्वेज इस्तेमाल कर रहा था, जफर भाई इसका कोई जवाब?
No, he is not the BJP Delhi president. Naveen Jindal is a functionary in the Delhi BJP.
No, he's an important functionary. He's an important functionary.
No, government says he's a fringe figure. The BJP says he's a fringe figure. Government says these are fringe figures.
And not only that, दूसरे बहुत सारे नाम मैं नहीं गिनाता. उनके ट्वीट मुझे वहां लोग दिखा रहे थे, दुबई, अबू धाबी में. और ये मामूली लोग नहीं, जो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. और मैं आपको एक बात बताता हूं, क्या लोगों को लड़ रहा था.
In English,
yeah, because I have been going to these countries for almost more than 30 years.
Right.
I had seen how we were viewed before. And you have to give credit or marks to Mr. Modi because he had taken the position, and with his ascension after 2014, India had come to a position, or I would say coming of age, because earlier we had oil trade and these kind of things. People investing in Indian companies had never happened. The kind of amount which has come in last 6-7 years.
Okay.
And
yes.
these people, the Nupur Sharmas of the world, have hit Mr. Modi and nobody else.
Okay.
Because he is responsible to take India's position to this level.